Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another story time video for y'all. And this is another football story. I mean, I know I've done a story time about when I played football my sophomore year at the JV level back in 2013 and we won the conference championship, but yeah, this is another story time. And this story time, I wanted to explain the reason to y'all when I realized that I didn't want to play football no more. So here I am again with another story time. But yeah, this is when I had realized that I didn't want to play football no more. So my freshman year of high school playing JV football, I was going through a lot of stuff. My dad, God rest his soul, RIP, my dad was sick with cancer. And JV football, it didn't really go too well. We only won 3 games. We were 3-7. And I only played in like 2 games. And I was discouraged and I lost faith in myself. I didn't have no confidence in myself and I didn't have no belief in myself. But what I did realize after my dad passed away that just because my dad was a good football player back in high school doesn't mean that I have to play football. I can just be myself. And y'all know my story. Playing football in the 10th grade, it was a big improvement for me as a player. I had got starting position as an offensive guard and as an offensive tackle. And I had one trophy for most improved player. And y'all know the story. I've told y'all this, like a million of times. But yeah, we won the conference championship and I won trophy for most improved player. And but I mean, even though like I made that big accomplishment in football, I was proud of myself. It was a beautiful feeling. It was a beautiful feeling and it was an exciting feeling. It felt good to prove the haters wrong that hated on me, that doubted me, that didn't really have no faith in me and I proved them wrong, but I still wasn't happy. I mean, I was proud of myself that I won a trophy for most improved player, but I still wasn't happy though. I still wasn't happy, but I was still being myself because instead of me being like a great defensive player in football like my dad was, I became a great offensive player by playing offensive guard and offensive tackle. So in football, instead of me being a defense guy, I'm an offense guy. But yeah, I mean, like I started to realize it more and more that I don't really enjoy football, and I was just having thoughts to myself, thinking to myself that. I mean, I do have potential, and with me having a good season when I played in my sophomore year, I was thinking, I mean, what if I do make it to the NFL? What if I do go pro? What if I do make it to the pros? I'm making a lot of money, but I'm not happy. So I decided to play football at the varsity level my junior year. And I mean, it pretty much had went back to the way it was when I was on my freshman playing JV football, but I did have me a position. I did have me a spot on special teams. And when I played football my sophomore year, JV football, I played just about everything on offense, starting offensive guard, starting offensive tackle, special teams. But at the varsity level, they just had me on special teams. And it's my fault because to be honest, I didn't go to workouts. And I would have been better if I would have went to workouts. But yeah, I mean that's when I realized that I didn't want to do football no more. I realized that it was just time for me to just be myself. I realized that after my dad had passed away from esophageal cancer when I was 15, like I realized that I just have to be myself. And when it comes down to me doing music and when it comes down to me doing YouTube, I'm being myself. This is something that I enjoy. This is something that makes me happy. This is something that makes me feel good about myself when I don't feel good about myself. This is something that makes me feel powerful when I don't feel powerful. Now, being an offensive lineman in football, it did give me some confidence, like getting a starting position, but I still wasn't happy though. But that's pretty much my story time. And like I was saying in one of my videos I did yesterday, if a semi-pro football coach or if a semi-pro football team was to like take a chance on me, like to try to get me to play football again, I could probably do it just to redeem myself, just for redemption when it was my junior year playing football at the varsity level and it didn't really go too well. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, actually yesterday I was actually doing a little bit of working out yesterday, just to do something to keep me active. I mean, I still be working. I still be doing push-ups and everything. You know what I mean? With me having the background when I played football in my teenage years and with me having the background when I was in martial arts my teenage years and when I was in my and when I was like in my early 20s. I mean, I'm still in my 20s, but yeah, with martial arts, with karate, I hold a first degree black belt. I started taking karate when I was 13 and I got my black belt when I was 20. I may do a story time about that too. When I tested for my black belt in Shotokan karate and I got promoted, I may do a story time about that too, but yeah, that's another. This is another story time when I realized that I didn't want to play football no more. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.